Hey guys, good morning. Guys, can you see my screen? Just type S in the chat box. If you're able to see my screen. Right. Good morning, all. So today we are going to look into this waiting mechanism topic in Selenium WebDriver automation as part of advanced topics of Selenium. Fine. So let me copy this link. Let's open this here. Okay. Waiting mechanism. We'll get started today. Fine. As part of Selenium WebDriver automation. So fine. So first of all, guys, we need to understand the importance of waiting mechanism or why waiting mechanism is required in Selenium WebDriver automation. Okay. So you can see this diagram. Okay. We can use the waiting mechanism in all these ways. But before getting to this diagram, I want to demonstrate and help you in understand the importance of waiting mechanism. Why waiting mechanism? Before using the waiting mechanism, do we have to know the pain point or not? Yes or no, guys? Before you start using the waiting mechanism, do you have to know the pain point? The problem statement is required, na? What problem you are solving this waiting mechanism, you have to understand that or not? Yes, right? So I'll not directly start with the waiting mechanism. So guys, this is a detailed session. You can ask me any doubts in between. Okay. Unlike crash course here, you can ask me the questions, whatever you get while I'm teaching, because we have time here. Okay. And also at the end of the session, if you have any doubts, I'll give you a lot of time to clear your doubts. So don't worry. You can ask anything. So, but our topic is waiting mechanism. And first, before I get started with the waiting mechanism, first I'm going to teach you the importance of waiting mechanism, that why waiting mechanism is really needed. What is the purpose? Okay. So for that, I'll go here to Eclipse IDE, and here I'll expand one of the projects. Give me a second. Expand this. So here, different packages we have created. So last time I covered one advanced topic of Selenium, that is handling multiple windows, if you remember. Okay, this was the thing that I covered last time. Now, this session, I'm going to create a new package known as waiting mechanism demo. Some name I am giving for the package name. That's okay. Okay, so then right click on this package, create new, create a class. I'll say need for waiting mechanism demo. Some random class name I'm giving with the main method. I'll first write down some code, guys. Okay, I'll write down some code here. I'll take you to this application, omai.blogspot.com. Okay. What I want to automate on this application is, after going to this application page, I would like to click on this drop down button. Okay. After going to this application page, I would like to click on this drop down button. After I click on this drop down button, I want to select this Flipkart option. Okay, guys. What I want to do, after clicking this drop down button, I want to select this Flipkart option. Once I select the Flipkart option, it should take me to the flipkart.com page. Okay, it should take me to the flipkart.com page like this. Everyone clear with the scenario that we have to automate? Everyone clear with the scenario we have to automate? We have to go to omai.blogspot.com. click on that button, and after that we'll get this options like whatever it is. In that second option, we have to select that is Flipkart option, and we have to be navigated to this flipkart.com page. Okay, that's what we have to do. So once I click on the drop down button, I'll get some options. Facebook, Flipkart, Gmail. I would like to select Flipkart. Okay, so let's automate this, guys. How to automate? Simple, right? You can write the automation script here. WebDriver. Yes. Yes, Shivakumar. Anything? WebDriver driver is equal to new. Chrome driver. Then Control Shift O. It will automatically import the WebDriver interface from Selenium library. It will automatically import the Chrome driver class from Selenium library. Then driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. Then driver dot get here. Give this application page that we would like to open the browser. Open the browser. This page we would like to open in the application in the browser as part of Selenium automation script. After going here, what I have to do? I have to click on this drop down button. I have to click on this drop down button. Right click on this, select inspect option. The moment you click on this right click and select inspect option, I'll get this button. It doesn't have any ID, but it has a class attribute. I'll take this class as a locator and create a web element for it. Driver dot find element by dot class name. Provide the class name locator here. Put a semicolon. What is that button? Drop down button. Drop down button. I'm creating a web element for the drop down button. Over the mouse and say create local variable. Now what I need to do is I'll just click on drop down button dot click. I just want to click on that. The moment I click on the drop down button, I'll get this Facebook, Flipkart, and Gmail options. In that, I would like to select which option. In this options, I would like to select which option, guys? Which option I told you to try to automate? Flipkart. So I'll do one thing. I'll right click on this Flipkart option and select inspect. Once I inspect this Flipkart option, okay, this is the link text. Copy the text between the anchor tags, which is becoming the link text locator. And here I'll write down driver dot find element by dot link text. I'll provide the link text locator here. Put a semicolon here. And here I'll write down Flipkart option is equal to hover the mouse on the Flipkart option and say create local variable. Now Flipkart option dot click. To select that Flipkart option, I have to say Flipkart option dot click. Now I would like to run this script. Do you think the script will work? Guys, do you think the script will work? I've written in a proper way only, right? Do you think it will work?
No.
No, it will not work. There will be a problem coming. What is that problem? Let's see by running it. Okay. Let's see the problem by running it. What's the problem we are getting? Let's see that. We are going to get no such element exception for Flipkart. It will not be able to WebDriver. Selenium WebDriver will not be able to find the Flipkart option. And because of which it will give you no such element exception. It clicked on the drop down button. Flipkart option came. But is that clicking on the Flipkart option? Is Selenium WebDriver clicking on the Flipkart option even though Flipkart option came? Rather, we got an exception here known as no such element exception. The reason here is simple. So, when you load this application, Selenium is waiting for this application to load. And once all the elements on these pages are loaded properly, then only Selenium is clicking on this drop-down button. So here for drop-down button, waiting is not required. But when I click on the drop down button, without the page getting loaded, with some delay, these options are coming. Can you see that? When I'm clicking on the drop down button, without the page getting loaded, some options are coming. This is synchronous activity or asynchronous activity. Without the page getting loaded, these options are coming. That too, not on time. You see, some delay is there for the options to come. They are coming with a delay, right? This is asynchronous activity. If the elements are coming dynamically without the page getting loaded, this is called as asynchronous. For such kind of asynchronous activities, Selenium WebDriver will not wait. Selenium WebDriver will not wait for the elements to be appeared on the page. Okay. But if the page was loading and these elements are coming, Selenium would have waited. But while clicking on the drop down button without the page getting loaded, these options are coming. So this is asynchronous activity, and also these elements are coming with a delay. These elements are coming with a delay. How much delay? Sometimes they may come with 1 second delay. Sometimes this Flipkart option will come with 2 seconds delay. Sometimes Flipkart option may come with 3 seconds delay or maximum 10 seconds delay. So what I have to do? I have to make the Selenium wait for that maximum of 10 seconds, right? Because we don't know how much time it will take. Sometimes it will take 1 second, 2 seconds, or maximum 10 seconds, not more than 10 seconds. So I have to make the Selenium wait for 10 seconds or not maximum, because we don't know the time. Let's assume that Flipkart option may come with a delay of 1 second, sometimes 2 seconds, sometimes 3 seconds, sometimes, or 4, 5, 6, up to 10. Okay. But within 10 seconds or up to 10 seconds, it will come. We don't have to wait for total 11 seconds, but 1 to 10 seconds in between that time, Flipkart option may come here. So what we'll do generally, if that is the situation, to overcome this problem, after I click on the drop down button, what I will do here is, I'll wait for the Flipkart option to appear. But I know that Flipkart option may come in 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, 5 second, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So maximum time, sometimes it may take is 10 seconds. So what I will do here is, I would like to implement the solution with the help of different waiting mechanisms. One of such waiting mechanism is from Java. That is basic waiting mechanism. This is not from Selenium, guys. Okay. Whatever the waiting mechanism I'm explaining you is from Java, that is using thread.sleep. So what I'll do is, I'll just add thread.sleep here from Java. In Java, we have a thread predefined class and it has static predefined method known as sleep. And inside the sleep, we have to give in milliseconds. For example, if I give 10,000, this will become what? 10 seconds. Okay. Thread.sleep of 10,000 will become what? 10 seconds. Everyone type in the chat box. Thread.sleep of 10,000 will become what? 10,000 milliseconds is equal to 10 seconds. This is 10,000 milliseconds, which is 10 seconds. Yes, 10 seconds is equal to 10,000 milliseconds. But here we should not be providing 10, guys. Some people will forget and provide 10 here, thinking that it will wait for 10 seconds. But if you give thread.sleep of 10, it is not 10 seconds, it's 10 milliseconds it will become. So if you give 10,000 milliseconds, it is equal to 10 seconds. Okay. Now, when I write this, I have to hover the mouse on this and it's giving a checked exception here. Okay. It's giving a checked exception here. Compiler is saying that there's a possibility of an exception in the runtime. So hover the mouse on this and say add throws declaration. So threading concept, right? So it will, okay. There may be a problem with, when you have multiple threads, there is a problem. So there's a possibility of exception. But in normal script, when you don't involve with scripts, when you won't involve with threads, there's no possibility of exception anyhow. But anyhow, it's suggesting something to ignore the exception or to shut the mouth of the compiler. We have to add this throws, whatever the exception type that is possible. Okay, like that, which I have covered in the Java sessions already for you, right? So thread.sleep of 10,000. Now the thing is, why I'm giving 10,000 milliseconds, I can give 1,000 milliseconds or 2,000 or 3,000 or 4,000 or 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000. But why I'm giving 10,000? Guys, why I'm giving 10,000 here? maximum limit I'm giving, because I don't know, flip cut option sometimes may come in 1 second. Okay, exact time I don't know. Sometimes it may come in 2 seconds. Sometimes it will come in 3, 5, 8, 10. But maximum 10 seconds it will come. Okay, so the maximum time I know, so I'm giving 10 seconds is enough. Now if I run this code, what will happen? Will it be able to click on the flip cut option or not? Will the flip cut option will be clicked or not in this case? Yes, flip cut option will be clicked for sure. Okay, we'll be able to solve the problem using the waiting mechanism under Java by using the red.sleep concept. We'll be able to fix this problem, no problem. The problem will be fixed. But observe that what is happening. It has clicked on the drop-down button. Flip cut option is coming, has come. Did it click on the flip cut option yet? Did it click on the flip cut option? It is waiting for 10 seconds and then clicking on the flip cut option. Immediately it has not clicked on the flip cut option. Okay. What if I thought like flip cut option may come in 20 seconds, maximum 20 seconds. If I run the code, what will happen? Just see here. This time what happens? It will wait for the entire 20 seconds and then click on the flip cut option. Even though the flip cut option is coming on time, I mean, within 1 second or 2 seconds or 3 seconds max, 3 seconds also, but still it's not able to click. Let's say flip cut option has come in 3 seconds, but I'm waiting for how many seconds? The red.sleep is waiting for how many seconds? Possibly 20 seconds. So it will wait until 20 seconds and then only, even though flip cut option came way before. Okay. This is what happens. It waits for the entire 20 seconds and performs the click operation. So this is a situation is something like this, guys. Okay. The situation in real time, you'll face something like this. Let's say you and your friend want to meet. Okay. You want to meet with your friend. So you decided some time, like at 5 p.m. we'll meet. What you thought is I may get delay sometime, so I would like to start at 30 minutes early, and you reach to the location at 4:30 p.m. only. Instead of 5 p.m., you reach to the location at 4:30 p.m. to meet your friend. Similarly, what your friend also thought is I may also get delay. Okay, instead of starting the sharp last minute time, I'm very excited to meet my friend. So instead of 5 p.m., I'll be there by 4:30 p.m. So you came at 4:30, your friend came at 4:30, and you are able to see each other. But your decided time was 5 p.m. So even though you can see each other, will you go and talk, or you will just look at your watches and then wait for 5 p.m. to happen? Then only you will meet and talk. Guys, tell me, guys, will you wait here for 5 p.m. to happen? You'll go and talk because unexpectedly you came 30 minutes before, and your friend also in the same lines have come 30 minutes before, because you guys were very curious to meet after a long time you are meeting. So there you thought like there is a traffic problem, and but you reached by 4:30, your friend also reached by 4:30. So now you can see each other in that particular area, and you will not stare each other and just look at your watches, right? For the 5 p.m. to happen, you will directly go and meet. Okay, you'll meet without waiting for that 5 p.m. But what's happening in this case? What's happening with this thread.sleep? Even though the flip cut option came, like let's say flip cut option came, you are actually waiting for that 20 seconds to happen. Okay, on the page, flip cut option already came, but you are staring at your watch and 20 seconds you are waiting and then performing the operation. Do you think this is good? This mechanism is good? This waiting mechanism is smart enough? Not good. If your friend has come on time and you are able to see your friend, what's stopping you guys? Right? What's stopping you? You should not wait for the entire 20 seconds and then perform the operation, right? Because flip cut option also came way before that, 10 seconds or 20 seconds. Okay? What you expected? When it has come, no need to wait. You have to go and perform the operation on the flip cut option. Select the flip cut option. But that is not happening. Okay? So here one problem is there. That is, just observe that. Java's waiting mechanism is not smart wait mechanism. Okay. If you see the waiting mechanism of Java, okay, waiting mechanism can be implemented under Java also by using thread.sleep. But do you think it is smart? It's not smart. Thread.sleep is not smart. Okay. Thread.sleep is not smart. Why? You see, here, let's say at 0 seconds point, this is 0 seconds. When you clicked on that drop down button option, let's say maximum time this flip card option may come on the page is like 20 seconds, let's say 20 seconds it may come. But what happened in real time was at 3 seconds only, by the time of 3 seconds only, the flip card option came. Now thread.sleep, but thread.sleep will wait for the entire 20 seconds and then click on this flip card option, but flip card option came in 3 seconds only. So here 3 seconds, within 3 seconds only flip card option came. The remaining 17 seconds are wasted or not? Remaining 17 seconds are wasted by thread.sleep or not? Yes. That's why thread.sleep is not a smart wait. It has wasted your time. You have to keep, your automation script will halt for 17 seconds, even though Flipkart option is visible on the page. That's why in real time, do we have to use thread.sleep? In real time, do we have to use
But if Arun, it will take more than 3 seconds, then it will utilize the time na.
Yeah, that is
If I
positive
give
case,
that,
but that is positive case. Whatever you are saying is a positive case. But what if it comes
okay,
before? Then it is wasting or not? You see,
yeah,
if it
yeah,
comes at 20 seconds, it is utilized. But if it
hmm,
comes at 3 seconds or 5 seconds, still it is wasting the time, right?
yeah,
It's not an effective wait. It's not an effective wait
hmm,
or smart wait. Okay. There should be
okay,
some mechanism where maximum 20 seconds we have to wait. And if required, if it comes way before like 3 seconds or 5 seconds or 15 seconds, it will come. We should not wait for the entire 20 seconds. That is what is smart wait. Okay. But thread.sleep is not such kind of smart wait. Okay, it's wasting your time. If the element is coming way before, it's wasting your time. If an element is coming at 20 seconds, it may not waste your time. But I told you, right, Flipkart option may come in even 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever it is. Okay. So in that case, it is wasting your time. So it is not a smart wait. If I talk about smart waiting mechanism, it's not a smart wait. So that's where,
Arun, one
yeah,
doubt is there.
yeah,
Sir, can you show that code?
yes.
So now, so now you have kept that thread dot sleep equal to this one. Okay.
Mm.
After that, now you have written some command. Like after that, again I am using some code and I am clicking somewhere. And if I am like again the thread dot sleep will be waiting for same thing. If I am 20 seconds, this one 10 seconds.
No. Wherever the line you are putting thread.sleep, right, there only 20 seconds will be there. After that, it will not be effective anywhere. It's not a global one. Only one time.
Okay, but
On the 19th line only, and the nine
okay,
when
okay,
the program reaches 19th line, right, there only thread.sleep of 20 seconds will happen. It will wait for 20
okay,
seconds. At 21
okay,
line, it
okay,
will not be anymore, right? It's not there. Again, if you want that, again you have to copy paste and put it here. Then 20 seconds again it will wait. Otherwise, it will work
okay,
only for that one time in 20 seconds. Okay.
okay, okay,
Is
okay,
that your
okay.
question?
Yes, sir. Yeah, but sir,
Yeah.
whenever the driver is initialized, is not that thread load sleep automatically will take place? It's not like that.
No. If that is asynchronous activity, then thread.sleep will not be there. And by default, I mean, it's not about thread.sleep. It's about default waiting mechanism in Selenium. Selenium has a default waiting mechanism. For example, if you go to this website, let's say selenium143.blogspot.com and press enter. You see page is loading or not here? Is the page loading?
Yeah.
Yeah. Until the page loads completely, Selenium will obediently wait. Once the page loading stops, Selenium will not wait for any other element later onwards. Okay. So here also same thing is happening. If you go to this omea.blogspot.com, you see, if you go to the Selenium omea.blogspot.com, until the page loads, that is a synchronous activity. When page is loading, that is called a synchronous activity, and Selenium will wait for the synchronous activity to be completed. Once the page loads is completed, then Selenium will immediately try to find dropdown. It will not wait for the dropdown. If dropdown will anyhow be there, because with page loading only dropdown button is coming. So is there any need for waiting for dropdown button? Because page loading is happening and Selenium is waiting for the page load to happen. So by the time page load completes, dropdown will be anyhow there. Is there any need for waiting for the dropdown?
No.
No. So we'll without waiting for dropdown button, we'll click on the dropdown. But the moment I click on the drop-down button, some options are coming. Just observe that when I click, the page loading is happening or not happening. When I click on the drop-down, is the page loading happening? Without the page loading happening, these options are dynamically coming. That too, they are not coming immediately. They're coming with some delay. You see, I clicked on it. After some time, the options are coming. So this is called as asynchronous activity. Okay. Without the page loading, if some options are dynamically appearing on the page, some new options are coming on the page, for such kind of options with a delay if they're coming, okay, if such options are coming with a delay, for such options, Selenium will not wait automatically. We have to make the Selenium, we have to implement the waiting mechanisms of Selenium. What was happening in the script when I'm demonstrating, since Flipkart option is coming with a delay, when I was not using thread.sleep, at least here, what used to happen? We used to get no such element exception. Yes, Anil, sometimes the page loading will take time, that's correct, but Selenium will wait indefinitely for the page to load. Okay, Selenium will keep waiting. If page loading is taking so much of time, Selenium also will wait for so much of time. Okay, Anil, clear? Selenium will definitely wait for the entire page to load. No matter how much time the page loading will take, Selenium will wait for the page to load completely. I'll explain that more in detail. So for now, your question is clarified. About the asynchronous activity is clear? About the asynchronous activity is clear? Why we are waiting for this Flipkart is clear? Or any doubts it? Okay.
So one doubt.
Yeah,
In
please
case if
ask.
the server is not available, that we are the page load itself, it's not good. The URL is not getting loaded means will happen.
You see, the thing here is, if server page not coming kind of situation comes, page loading will be done, then only it will come now.
Yeah, right. In that
Right?
condition,
In that
what
case,
would
Selenium
be the
will wait
exception?
for until the page loads, and if the server error page comes, Selenium will not be able to find an element, so it will give no such element exception in that case.
Okay.
Got it,
Thanks.
right? Selenium
Got
will
it,
only
got it.
wait for the page to load. Doesn't mean it is very smart that it will see server error is there and all those stuff, it will not wait. Okay. Simply it will give no such element exception because of that server error, even after the page getting loaded, the elements will not be available. So Selenium script will fail at that situation. Okay.
Okay. Thanks, sir.
Sir, what was the exception for this? You told, I forgot, sir.
No such element exception.
No such element.
Why? Because if you click on the drop down, asynchronous activity is happening. And with some delay, Flipkart option is coming. Selenium will not wait for this Flipkart. Why? Because these options are not coming while the page are getting loaded. Page is not loading to display these options. Without the page getting loaded, the JavaScript asynchronous activity is going on. So here, when you click on the drop down, these options are coming dynamically, right? These options are coming dynamically without the page getting loaded. That's the technology we are using for building this kind of options. So for such kind of options, Selenium will not wait automatically. And if you try to click on this Flipkart option without actually waiting for the Flipkart option to be appeared on the page, then what happens? You'll get no such element exception. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
But if I have
Arun,
implemented yes.
Arun, can we remove the hard coded of this thread.sleep just like implicit and explicit in the framework?
Yes, that I'll coming to. Because do you recommend using thread.sleep first of all? Is thread.sleep recommended? Is it correct approach to use thread.sleep? Already told you,
No.
it is not a smart wait. It is wasting your 17 seconds. Within 3 seconds, it is coming, 17 more seconds it is wasting. Do you think it is a smart wait? No.
No.
No. So then we should not be using thread or sleep, right? In real time,
Okay.
we should not be using thread or sleep at all because it's wasting our time. If in case the element comes way before than 20 seconds or 10 seconds, if it's coming in 1 second or 2 seconds or 3 seconds, the remaining amount of time is getting wasted by thread or sleep. That's the problem. That's the problem, guys, with thread or sleep. So hence, we should not be using thread or sleep in our real time. We should be using thread or sleep in real time, or we should not be using. We have to try our level best in not using thread or sleep in real time. Understand, guys? We should try our level best. If this implicit wait is not working, explicit waiting mechanisms of Selenium, which are smart waiting mechanisms, are not working, the final option is thread or sleep. But just to solve the problem, you should not jump on directly to thread or sleep. You should not be using directly this thread or sleep in real time. Sometimes there may be some situations comes where the implicit waiting mechanism or explicit waiting mechanism, still it is not working after implementing the smart waits. Then we may look into this thread or sleep. At the framework level, what we'll do is we'll create a reusable method. Okay, like wait for some time kind of method. And in that method, we'll write the code for thread. We'll not write this code directly in our script. Okay, we will make it in such a way that we have to pass number of seconds to that reusable method. And if you pass three number, thread dot sleep will wait for 3 seconds kind of stuff code we'll write in the framework level. Okay, but we'll not directly use it. But this is not recommended, guys. Okay, this is the last option, last savior. Like XPath is the last savior in our locators kind of stuff. Thread dot sleep is the last savior. If implicit is not working, explicit is not working, the smart waiting mechanisms from Selenium are not working, then we will go for thread dot sleep. Okay. In real time, we don't directly use thread dot sleep, but if the situation comes where the smart waiting mechanisms are not working, then we may have to go for thread dot sleep. Clear? Guys, is it clear?
Phone മാറ്റി വെക്ക്.
Everyone type C in the chat box if you guys are clear with this. When we have to go with thread dot sleep, not directly, but when the smart waiting mechanisms from Selenium like implicit wait and explicit wait are not working, then we have to go for thread dot sleep. Otherwise, there may be some situation comes, we can't say. Okay, there may be some situations. I cannot give you an example where it will not be working because it is very difficult to find such examples. But I have seen in my real time when you work with complex applications, there were some situations where the normal things were not working no matter what. Then we have to finally go for thread dot sleep. Okay, that you will see in real time. Nagaveni, but why implicit and will not work means because they are from Selenium library. Okay, they are from Selenium library. So sometimes the way they have to work will not happen due to some XYZ reasons. I cannot explain you with an example only. I have to show you, but I don't have such example with me, frankly speaking. But I'm just telling you in advance that if they are not going to work, then only go. That comes very rarely. The situation comes very rarely. Okay. That situation comes very rarely. No matter whatever the waiting you do, it is not working out. The script is failing without waiting for the element. In that case, finally, you will apply thread dot sleep. Okay. There may be some real-time situations coming. We may face that in our real-time challenges and all. Let's see that there. Okay. But not here. I cannot explain. Now, I told you the problem statement with thread dot sleep, right? So now you got a clarity that we should not be using thread dot sleep. Rather, we have to use smart waiting mechanism from Selenium, right? Do you agree with me? It's better to use smart wait or not for this solution? Yes. But in Selenium, we have two categories. What are they? We have two categories of smart waits in Selenium. In Java, we have thread dot sleep, but in Selenium, we have two ways: implicit wait and explicit wait. First, we'll try the implicit wait. Okay. Instead of putting thread dot sleep here, I'll just I'll write one more script. Waiting mechanism, implicit wait demo. Okay. Second class I'm creating. I'll write the same code, guys. I'll write the same code in a faster way. Web driver is equal to new Chrome driver, then Control Shift O. then driver dot manage dot window dot maximize, then driver dot get, give the application URL here. Give the application URL here. After giving this application URL, then what I have to do, I have to click on the drop down button. I have to click on the drop down button. So I'll inspect this drop down button. So it has a class locator. Copy this, create a web element, driver dot find element by dot class name. Put the class name locator here, and this is what is that drop down button. Create web element, then drop down button dot click. Till now it is a synchronous activity because with the page loading, drop down button will come. Selenium don't have to wait. But the moment I click on the drop down button, it will take some time for these options to be coming. So I have implemented the red dot sleep for waiting this. For maximum time, Flipkart may come 20 seconds I gave. It was wasting 17 seconds of time for us if the Flipkart option comes in 3 seconds. To overcome that problem, I wanted to implement implicit wait. But anyhow, before that, I'll inspect this Flipkart option. It's a link text. Copy this link text. I would like to simply click on the Flipkart option. Driver dot find element by dot link text. Provide the link text locator. Put a semicolon here. This is Flipkart option. Over the mouse, create local variable. Simply say Flipkart option dot click. I'll simply say Flipkart option dot click. Okay. When you run the script, you will get no such element exception because after clicking drop down button, Flipkart option may not immediately come. It may take up to 10 seconds or 20 seconds. So Selenium will not wait for this asynchronous activity. So what I'm going to do is I can either put thread dot sleep, but with thread dot sleep, we have seen the problem, right? The amount of time it is wasting. For example, this option may come in 20 seconds. So with that belief, if I put thread dot sleep as 20,000 milliseconds here, but if this option comes while executing the script in just 2 seconds or 3 seconds, the remaining 18 seconds or 17 seconds will be wasted. To overcome this problem, okay, because thread dot sleep is not a proper solution because it will waste your time. So what I'm going with is the another waiting mechanism I'm going to check, that is implicit wait mechanism. For this implicit wait, we have tried this statement, guys. Remember this. It will look similar to this driver.manage.window.maximize. Before opening this application, I'll write it here at a global level. Driver.manage. Up to manage it is same. Driver.manage.window.maximize, right? These two commands are different. Here, here we have something known as timeouts. Okay. Driver.manage is same up to here. After that, what is the command we have? Timeouts. Dot implicitly wait. These two commands are different from these two commands. These commands are for maximizing the browser window. This for implementing the implicit waiting mechanism. Put a semicolon here. And here, in place of the null, you have to write duration. Duration is a predefined class in Selenium. Dot of seconds. And maximum time 20 seconds, you give it here. So everyone write this statement in the chat box so that you will remember. Driver.manage.timeouts. Implicit wait duration dot of seconds of 20. It will take time, but type it. Type it so that you will remember at least here. Everyone type this highlighted statement. But this is the implicit waiting statement, guys. Driver.manage.timeouts implicitly wait of duration dot of seconds of the number of seconds. Here we should not be giving milliseconds. We should be giving direct seconds here. Everyone type it in the chat box. Driver.manage.timeouts.implicitly wait duration dot of seconds. Sirisha, that's partially right because Sirisha, whatever you typed, manage is a predefined method. Timeouts is a method. You forgot to provide circular brackets, Sirisha. Okay. Rajkumar, you are right. Vishwa, you are right. Duration dot of seconds of seconds. Okay. So
duration is a predefined method, na?
Yeah, duration is a predefined method from you see from Java only it is there, but this thing is from Selenium, but duration is from Java. Okay. If you remove this, over the mouse on this, it will give you that. You have to put duration here. Okay. You will get duration. It is from Java. Duration is from Java, duration dot of seconds. Okay. Or if you don't want to wait for seconds, you want to wait for minutes. If you say off, there are multiple overloaded methods, multiple methods here. Of seconds are there, of minutes are there, of hours are there, of days are there. Like that, many varieties are there, but we don't need in minutes or days or hours. Okay. We just need in seconds. So we'll go with seconds only. Okay. Duration dot of seconds. This is from Java library. So let's see ChatGPT. Explain about duration class in Java. We generally don't use directly, but there may be some situations we may use. Duration between is there, duration dot of seconds is there. Where we'll use in Java, we don't have to worry, but we need that in Selenium library, guys. Okay. Okay, here there is an example of Java programs, instant.now, instant now dot place seconds, duration between. Okay, so calculating the difference between two timestamps, adding or subtracting fixed number, instant start, instant end, now plus 60 seconds and duration between start end. Okay, duration dot get seconds. Some program is there, we have to work on it. Okay, you don't have to think much. Okay, but duration is a predefined class in Java. So we'll figure it out in Java how to work on the durations. Okay, so for that I'll just make a note because I've never worked on it till now. But because no one uses duration in Java programming, but Selenium needs that, so it's okay. Because Selenium needs that, it's okay to have knowledge of duration because Selenium needs that. No one will ask you in the interviews about this, but still, okay. Duration in Java library explore. Okay, we'll explore that later time. Here, duration is a predefined class of Java. Okay, duration is a predefined class of Java, and it has static methods like of seconds, where you have to give number of seconds. Maximum time, how much? Maximum time for this Flipkart option to come is how much? 20 seconds, let's say. So what I'll do, I'll put 20 here. So maximum, if the Flipkart option doesn't come immediately, it may wait up to 20 seconds. But what if the Flipkart option comes in 3 seconds only? Will it wait for the maximum 20 seconds or just 3 seconds? Tell me, guys. When I implement this implicit waiting mechanism, if the Flipkart option comes only in 3 seconds instead of 20 seconds, will it wait for the maximum of 20 seconds or just 3 seconds? Immediately the Flipkart option comes, it will perform the operation because implicit wait is a smart waiting mechanism from Selenium. Okay, here, if you go with this implicit waiting mechanism, let's say at the time of 0 seconds, we clicked on this button and the Flipkart option, let's say, has come within 3 seconds. Within the 3 seconds, the Flipkart option has come. Within the 3 seconds, the Flipkart option has come. But Flipkart option may take up to 20 seconds in that situation. But if you are using implicit wait, the Flipkart option has come way before. That is within 3 seconds only Flipkart option came. Then implicit wait will perform the operation. It will not waste the time. It will not waste this time. This time will not be wasted. The extra 17 seconds will not be wasted to perform operation on the Flipkart. Since the Flipkart option is coming way before than 20 seconds, it will keep polling, guys. There is something known as polling. Okay. There's something known as polling. What is that called as? Polling. Everyone type down. Polling. Selenium WebDriver will poll. In case of implicit wait, Selenium will keep polling, checking whether Flipkart option has come or not, Like that, it will keep polling. Okay, so we'll find it out.
Sir, one doubt is there, sir. Sir, you are putting driver.manage.timeout, right? So since you are putting driver, right? So it will be global, right? Every time we are putting driver,
Yes,
so all the drivers.
This is global. I'll tell you that. I'll explain that. I'll come to that. Okay. I'll explain. It's global. You are right. It's global. I'll write. Okay. You're not explicitly waiting, it's global. Okay. So why that is global? What is the problem with global? Then we'll go for the other waiting mechanism. Okay. So default polling time of Selenium WebDriver while using implicit wait. What is the default polling time, guys? Tell me. 500 millisecond. That is half second. That means how this smart waiting mechanism is happening. You have to understand. Though we have put maximum implicit waiting time as 20 seconds, but if the Flipkart option has come in 3 seconds, then how come Selenium WebDriver will detect that 3 seconds only the Flipkart option came and will not waste the 17 seconds and directly perform the operation by waiting only for 3 seconds instead of the maximum given 20 seconds? Because at 0 seconds, first Selenium WebDriver will poll and check whether Flipkart option has come or not. Immediately after clicking, it will check. No, Flipkart option has not come. Then after another half second, that is 0.5, again it will check. After another half second, that is at 1 second, it will poll and check whether by this time Flipkart option has come. No. Again half second, that is 1.5 second, it will check. Then no, it has not come. Then 2 seconds it will check. Then 2.5 seconds it will check. It has not come yet. At 3 seconds, another half second. 3 seconds it will check. Flipkart option has come. Then it will perform the operation. This is called as polling. Everyone clear with polling? 500 milliseconds is the default polling time of Selenium WebDriver. Okay. If you're using Selenium WebDriver Selenium WebDriver's smart waiting mechanisms like implicit wait or explicit wait, this polling will keep happening until the option comes. For every half second, the checking will happen until the option comes. It will keep polling, and when 3 seconds it has come, it detected that Selenium has detected that option has come and it will perform the operation without wasting the remaining 17. This is how smart waiting mechanism will work in case of implicit wait for now. Okay. If I run the script will work or not? This time the script will work or not? I'm not using thread.sleep here, but I'm using implicit wait. So it has to work.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, will you show the code? I have one doubt.
Yeah, sure. Let's see whether it is working fine or not. After that, I'll show. You see, it waited only till Flipkart option came. After that, it immediately clicked or not. Have you observed that, guys? It has not waited for 20 seconds. Immediately, once the Flipkart option came, it just waited up to that point of time and then selected that. That's why we call that implicit wait as a smart wait for now. Yeah, what is your question? Yes, what is your question? I'm showing the
Hello?
code. Yeah, hello.
Yeah, in the previous program, sir, we have written thread.sleep at line number 21. So
Yes.
after opening that drop down button, it is waiting for the 20 second and it is going on the Flipkart option.
Yes,
But
correct.
sir, here you timeout, implicit timeout you have written at 16 seconds. So
Yes,
how
correct.
it get to know to open Flipkart only after 3 seconds and all?
I'll
We
tell
should
you.
write like that line at line number 21, na?
Yes, correct. So why we are writing at line 16 is, before opening the application, why we are writing this particular line is, it is called as a global wait. Everyone type in the chat box. It's called as a global wait. Once you write, this is applicable not only for Flipkart option, for also drop down button also, for all the elements.
Oh, okay.
Got it? It is a global wait. Okay. Once you define it, it not only be applicable for Flipkart option, if not Flipkart option, drop down button also it will be applicable. If no matter how many elements are there in the script, for all the elements, this implicit waiting mechanism will be by default applicable. Whether they need the waiting mechanism or they need the waiting mechanism or they don't. For example, here drop down button doesn't need the waiting mechanism. Still, this implicit wait is applicable for this drop down button. If in case drop down button doesn't appear, it may wait for 20 seconds. Okay, but the intention I was writing driver.manage.timeouts.implicit wait is for Flipkart option. But even though this is also applicable for drop down button because there are two web elements, there may be 10 or 20 web elements in your script. For all the 10 elements, the single line will be applicable. The waiting mechanism will be applicable for all 20 elements if there are 20 elements here. That's why we call this as what? Global wait. It's called as a global wait. Okay. So, but there is a problem with the global wait. But there is a problem with the global wait. Shall I tell you the problem? What is the problem with the global wait? Shall I tell you? Because if this was only for this Flipkart option, then it would have been fine, no problem. But I am telling you it is a global wait. So Flipkart option may come in, let's say, sometimes it may take 120 seconds. Let's assume that. The Flipkart option sometimes may take how much time? 120 seconds to appear on the page. So with that intention, because there may be tens or hundreds of elements on the script, and one of the element is taking some time like 120, some other element is taking 60 seconds, some other element is taking 10 seconds waiting time, some other element 5 seconds, some other 3 seconds, like that. But I have to pick the maximum out of, because this is a global, only one time I have to define it for all the elements. So I have made it how much? 120 seconds. One of the element out of this 100 or 10 elements is taking 120 seconds. So I have to make it 120. Then what is the problem in making this 120? I'll tell you. For suppose I have written a wrong locator here. Okay. This is the wrong locator. I'm intentionally adding ABC here into this locator. Will this drop down button will be located now? No. But the reason I am writing this implicit wait for Flipkart option. But here there is a wrong locator. Flipkart option may come in 120 seconds. So with that intention, I have written the global wait as 120 seconds. But here drop down button will come, but I made a mistake in the locator. So in this case, what will happen? The script will fail immediately, or it has to wait for 120 seconds to fail the script. To get that no such element exception, it will wait for 120 seconds to tell us the automation script to tell us that there is no such element with that particular locator type, modified locator type. It doesn't exist. You see, it's not finding this drop down button anyhow. Okay, neither it is waiting. It's keeping on waiting. You see, it will wait for the 120 second means almost 2 minutes. It will wait. 120 seconds means almost 2 minutes. It will wait, and after 2 minutes, it will tell you. After 2 minutes, this particular thing is going to tell you that there is a no such element exception. Do you think this is a correct process? Do you think this is a correct thing? This is a drawback of the implicit wait. If it is a global wait, the problem with the global wait is you have to wait for Flipkart option for a maximum of 120 seconds because there was small mistake in the locator of a particular element. Implicit wait is waiting not only for Flipkart, but it is a global wait. It will be applicable for the drop down button. Okay. And here it is not immediately giving the error here. If that implicit wait was not there, then I would have got the error immediately that no such element exception and my time would have not been wasted. This may happen in real time for you, right? If you use implicit wait for more time, what is happening? It will wait for maximum of this much time before telling us there is no such element exception. 2 minutes of time is literally taking, guys. This is too much, right? This is too much. This is the drawback of the global wait. By making the global wait applicable for all the elements, this is a problem. But that doesn't mean that we should not be using implicit wait. We may be using implicit wait in a different way. I'll tell you how. Okay, I'll tell you how. We still have to use implicit wait despite of this problem. Where one of the element has some locator problem, it's keeping checking for that element to appear on the page. You see, finally, after 2 minutes, it has given me no such element exception. But this is not a right approach, right? It's saying no such element exception. There is no such element with this locator like ABC. I intentionally added to fail this. Okay, that's the problem. So what if, guys? So this is a problem or not? This is a problem with implicit wait or not? Yes. So that's the reason. Whenever you are using implicit waiting mechanism in your automation script, you should not give more than 10 seconds or max 15 seconds. Generally 10 seconds, max up to 15 seconds only we have to give no matter what. If you have any number of elements, but we should not consider this implicit wait will solve the problem of waiting mechanism of all the elements. Though it is a global wait, using implicit wait, we should not solve the global problem. Okay, understood, guys? Global waiting problem. There may be some situations where, let's say there are different elements on this page. One of the element is taking 1 second delay. Another another one is taking 5 seconds, another one is taking 20 seconds, another one taking 1 minute, 2 minutes, okay, 50 seconds, 40 seconds, 30 seconds, 25 seconds, 45 seconds, 58 seconds, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, someone is taking 10 minutes, 1 minute, 8 minutes, like that are there. Now, different elements are taking different time to appear on the page. So, if I have to write a global wait here, okay, the maximum element that was taking time was 10 minutes. Can I write 10 minutes as the implicit wait? Is that a good approach? Since one of the element is maximum taking 10 minutes and some element is taking 1 second also, for all these elements, same time I have to give. Implicit wait is a global wait, right? This global wait will be applicable for all the elements. That is a problem. So what if there is a locator problem in any of these elements, which don't even need the waiting time? They will wait, the script will wait for 10 minutes to give no such element exception. That's the problem with the global wait. That's why even though there are different elements having different waiting mechanism times and all, we maximum give up to 10 seconds only. Maximum how much time will give? Write in the chat box, guys. Maximum implicit wait should be implemented for how much time? Maximum of 10 seconds only. It will be used in real time as a global wait for all the elements. But even though there are elements which may take 10 minutes, but we should not consider that. Only 10 seconds. Maximum of these elements, it will be waiting applicable. But some elements which take 10 minutes, you should not wait for that. Using implicit wait, you should not implement the waiting mechanism. Maximum 10 seconds, or some rare cases when you are working with complex applications, you may go up to 10 seconds maximum, 15 seconds maximum. Okay. General maximum time is 10 seconds. Some rare cases, maximum time is up to 15 only. You should not cross that. Okay. In some projects, they may be using 15. Most of the projects, they will be using only 10. In very rare projects, they will be using 15 seconds as a maximum time. So here I'll make it instead of that 120 seconds, right? I'll make it 10 seconds. Is that fine? Now, if I
Means,
run
that means, Arun, you're trying to say that if I give 10 seconds, so this is a total time for the overall script.
yes, not only for Flipkart, for also drop down also.
Drop down asset. Okay.
Any elements are there, it will be applicable. If I run the script, what will happen next time? Yeah, questions.
Arun, if I'm not able to find the element in the 10 seconds, can I write one more wait in the 21st line?
Yes, that I'll come to that later. That comes under explicit wait.
Okay.
Okay. So we have to discuss the problems of implicit wait first. So implicit wait is a global wait. As you have seen, implicit wait is a global wait. And, it will wait for that maximum time for all the elements, not just one element. You decided to go for implicit wait for Flipkart option. But what's happening? Implicit wait is also applicable for other elements like drop-down button. If there are any locator mistakes, what happened? If I waited for 120 seconds because of a Flipkart option, it is waiting for this drop-down button to give you no such element exception because intentionally I created a wrong locator here, right? Pushkar, what is the 10 seconds multiplied by all the elements in the page means? What do you mean by that, Pushkar?
Means that it will it 10 second for all the elements mean 10 multiplied by whatever element we are having in the page.
No, not like that. 10 seconds for this element, 10 seconds for this element also.
So
But
if we have 15
only 10
elements,
seconds
it
only.
will be 10. No, 10 second for 15 element. If we are having 15 element, then how much time it will take?
It will
10
only take 10 seconds maximum. If the element comes way before 10 seconds, it will not wait for the entire 10 seconds because it's a smart wait at the same time, right? But maximum time is 10 seconds only for every element on the page, on the script. It may be 15th element, it may be 100th element also. It will wait only for 10 seconds. Individually 10 seconds, you have to say. This will not start waiting from 16th line. It will wait from elements only. For this element, it will wait for 10 seconds. For this element, it will wait for 10 seconds. Understood? It doesn't start from 16th line like,
yes,
okay, your timer has started like 3 dot sleep. It's not like that. 1 second, 2 second, 3. It's not like that. Okay. You implemented it. It's a global wait. Whatever the web elements come, it will by default, if the web elements are not coming on time, by default for this web element, it will start waiting for 10 seconds max. And after 10 seconds also it is not coming.
For
means-
19,
Yeah.
sir, for 19 line, it will wait for 10 seconds, correct?
Yes. Yes.
And for 22 also, it will wait 10
10
seconds.
seconds. Maximum
So
10
10 plus
seconds.
10, 20.
No. Only 10 seconds.
No,
Then,
no,
okay.
if
No, until element find, not for 10 seconds, right?
Yes. But the question maximum
Like
10
what?
seconds I'm saying, that's why.
Okay, but his question is different, I think.
He is thinking that for first element it will take 10 seconds. For second element
No.
it will wait for 20 seconds. It's not like that. Okay. If you say 10 means are all the elements 10 seconds only. That means individually it will wait for the element for 10 seconds. Okay. If the element has come way before 10 seconds, it will not wait for 10 seconds also here. Okay. Because it's a smart wait. And for this element, again, it will try the same maximum 10 seconds it will come. If the element doesn't have to wait, the element comes by default, it will not even wait also. Got it?
means
Pushkar is
each and every line has a
Each
10
element,
second,
it
na?
will check for the time, no?
Yes. For each and every line, 10 seconds. But maximum
10
time that is.
seconds.
If the element is by default available, it will not wait for 10 seconds also.
For each and every element, maximum of 10 seconds. If we find the
Yes.
element, it will stop waiting.
Yes. Yes. Correct. If it doesn't find maximum of 10 seconds, it will wait for an element. If I run this script, you observe that this time, earlier we got, there is still a locator problem here, you see. Wrong locator is there. So since it will not be able to find drop down button with this particular wrong locator, how much time it will wait before failing the script? Before failing the script, how much time? You see, it is not able to click on that. Before failing the script, it is waiting still. How much time it will wait? 10 seconds it will wait. You see, after 10 seconds, it is giving you, instead of waiting for that, it is giving you no such element exception finally. Okay. But if I correct this locator, what will happen? Will it wait for 10 seconds here? If I'm giving a proper locator and this will come by default on the page, right? No need to wait for this actually. So it will wait for 10 seconds, or how much time it will wait for this element drop down button? How much time will it wait for this drop down button in this case when proper locator is given? That is wrong. Rajkumar, that is wrong. Vikram, you are wrong. That is maximum time. But here I am saying that it's a correct locator only. And that will come on time on the page. With the page load only, it is coming. Is there a need for waiting for the drop down button? Is there a need for waiting for the drop down button? Then implicit wait has to wait for drop down button. If it is coming by default on the page and there is no need of waiting, will implicit wait still wait for maximum 10 seconds? No need to wait. 0 seconds. Because the element comes in 0 seconds, smart wait is in such a way that if it doesn't need any waiting time, it will not wait only. Okay. You see, this time directly it will perform the click operation without 10 seconds delay. It's a smart wait, guys. If the element is there, it will not wait. If the element is not there only, it will wait. So here, it directly clicks on the drop down button without waiting for the drop down. After flip card option comes, immediately it's clicking. It's not waiting for the entire 10 seconds. Just 3 seconds it was waiting and then clicking on the flip card option. Clear? Maximum time is 10 seconds, but it is a global wait applicable for all the elements. Now clear for you? Everyone clear or any doubts in this? For today, this much only, guys. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. So tomorrow, we'll go to the explicit wait, fluent wait, and remaining waiting mechanism concepts. Okay. I'll go in depth. Tomorrow, we'll see the other explicit waiting mechanisms. Someone was asking me, right? What if I want to wait for only this flip card option? Then what I have to do? Okay. Generally, what we do in real time is implicit wait. We'll keep it as 10 seconds and forget. And for if any other element, for example, in this diagram, most of the elements were taking less than 10 seconds. So I gave the 10 seconds as the implicit wait time. But some elements are there, which like VIP elements, some things will take 5 minutes, some things are taking 2 minutes, some things are taking 10 minutes, some things are taking 8 minutes. For such kind of elements, they have to wait with implicit waits. Is it a good idea to wait with implicit wait? You have seen the problem, right? Already. It's not a good idea. So we'll be using, we have to, for VIP, we need explicit, right? Extra service we have to give. Okay, we should be separately waiting for them. Okay, if Narendra Modi is coming, okay, in India, for example, let's say, okay, the PM is of the country is coming, you will give special priority, right? You will wait. The time will come. Okay, normal person may come in time, but if the PM is coming, so you have to do a lot of arrangements. You have to give a lot of time like that. You will be explicit service. You will provide with the explicit waiting mechanism. While implicit wait is a global wait, explicit wait is not a global wait. It is a specific wait. You are specially waiting for this element. That is explicit wait. Okay, that concept I will cover tomorrow. Till implicit wait, you understood? That's all good enough. Tomorrow we'll go into the explicit wait. In explicit wait, there are two waits that I'll cover tomorrow. Okay? Okay, everyone?
Arun, whatever we have
Polling
discussed here,
will happen every half second. In case of, you can ask me the doubts. Here, polling will happen every half second. But by the time 3 seconds come, while the Selenium WebDriver was polling and checking whether on the page Flipkart option has come, at 3 seconds it has come means it will stop polling here and will perform the operation without wasting the remaining 17 seconds. Clear? Clear, Sandesh? Sandesh, your question in the chat was polling will happen in 10 seconds or for every 1 second it will poll for? Not for every 1 second, every half second it will poll. Here initially it will poll, after half second it will poll and check whether Flipkart option came. No, again another half second it will check, it keep on doing. So by the time 3 seconds come, it has done polling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times polling it is already done. Okay, clear?
Okay, sir. Yeah, clear.
Is that clear? Sandesh?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. The default polling time of Selenium WebDriver is half second. Okay. Yeah. Any other questions? Guys, any other questions?
Sir, I have one doubt.
Yeah, please.
Not regarding this, sir. Another doubt is.
Yeah, please, you can ask. No problem.
Sir, can you show the code, sir? This is not what you are doing. Yeah,
This is the one?
here, sir. Yeah, sir, this code is enough, sir. Yeah,
Hmm.
sir, here, right, you are putting, right, web element drop down equal to this you are writing, right, sir? A web element like this. So if the interviewer asks, right, why you are giving web element and this variable number, why it is given like this, then what to reply to that, sir?
I'll tell you, I'll give you an example for that. Okay, how to reply for that question. I'll give you an example. So let's go to the doubts package. I'll clear. Okay, I'll just say doubt 2. I'll write one script. You just tell me what is the problem in that. Okay. Why we have to create web element is the question, right? Web driver is equal to new Chrome driver. I'll write. Then hover the mouse on this and import this. Control Shift to otherwise. Okay. Driver dot manage dot window dot maximize and driver dot get. So here, just let me close all this stuff. This is the one. So what I want to do here is let's say I want to I want to first clear this Selenium web. First, by default in this preloaded text box field, what text is there? In preloaded text box field, what text is there? Some Selenium WebDriver text is there. I want to clear that. I want to first clear that and type my name here. Okay. After typing my name, what I want to do? Again, I want to clear it. And this time, I want to write Selenium live training. Okay. Like this, I want to write. After that, again, I want to clear this and want to write practice website. Again, I want to clear this. I want to write Firefox. how many times I'm doing the operation on the same element? How many times I'm doing the operation on the same elements? Multiple times or not? More than one time or not? Multiple times I'm doing the operation on the same text field, right? So if I refresh this page, by default, this text box field is coming with Selenium WebDriver text. First, I want to retrieve this particular Selenium WebDriver text. After that, I want to clear this. Okay, I'll show you what is the thing that I want to achieve or something. I'll show you. I'll just do this. After that, I'd like to inspect this. When I inspect that, there's an ID locator here. For this text box field, there's an ID locator. I'll copy this ID locator. I'll write something like this. I'll not create a web element. Okay, I'll not create a web element. Driver.find element by.id. Provide the ID locator of the text box field. Put a semicolon here. Put a semicolon here. Not semicolon. But what I want to do first, I'll inspect this. After finding this element, driver.find element with this ID, I want to get the Selenium WebDriver text. Where is the Selenium WebDriver text available? In which attribute is available? In which attribute it is available? This preloaded text is available in which text? Which attribute? Value attribute. So I'll use a command like dot get. Which command I have to use? Get attribute command I have to use. Get attribute of Selenium. And here, what is the name of the attribute? What is the name of the attribute? Value. I'll write the value here. And this will give me the string. I'll say preloaded text. Loaded text, I'll say. Preloaded text is equal to, I'll say. Now, after that, I'll print it out. System.out.println. This preloaded text, I'll print it out. Okay. After printing out the preloaded text, what I want to do is, the next activity, what I want to do is, the same application. After retrieving this text, I want to clear this text. Okay. How to clear the text? Again, I have to inspect this field. Inspect this field. Again, the same ID is there. The same ID, right? The same ID. I have to write the same statement again. If I'm not creating the web element, I have to write the same statement again. Driver.find element by.id. Provide the ID locator. Now, which command I have to run here? .clear command. After running the clear command, the text will be cleared. Now, what I want to type onto this text box field, I want to type my name, Arun Moturi, into the text box field. So what I'll do again, I'll say driver.find element by.id. Again, the same ID of the text box field. Then send keys. Send keys of Arun Moturi, I have to type. Again, I want to do what? Again, I want to clear Arun Moturi text from here. And for clearing that, again, I have to write driver.find element by.id. Text box 1. Again, .clear. Then this time I want to type what? After clearing that Arun Moturi, I want to type what? Selenium Java training. Driver.find element by.id. Text box 1. Send keys. Selenium Java training. Again, I want to clear the text. Okay, after typing Selenium Java training here, after typing Selenium Java training here, I want to clear again. I want to clear this text. For that, I will be writing driver.find element by.id. Text box 1. .clear. Okay. After clearing, again I want to type qfox. Driver.find element by.id. Provide the ID locator of the text box field and say send keys. This time I would like to type qfox. Okay. Put a semicolon. How many operations I have done on that particular field? How many operations? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 operations. I've done 7 operations. Right? I've done 7 operations. Here I have not created any web element. Did I create a web element here? This is not a web element, guys. This is a string text. It's not a web element. How many operations I have done? 7 operations. Every operation I'm creating driver.find element by.id text box 1. Driver.find element by.id text box 1. Do you think this is a correct approach? If on the same element, if you are performing 7 operations, do you have to write driver.find element? No. What is a better way? single line you take on the top, you take this and create a web element for that. Okay, preloaded text field is equal to like that. You create a web element. If you create a web element, next time onwards, you don't have to write like this. Driver.find element, you don't have to write. Simply write preloaded text box field dot click. Preloaded text box field dot send keys. You don't have to write driver.find element every time. Only one time you write here and use it, reuse it multiple times. Is this a better approach or not? Is this a better approach or driver.find element is a better approach? The one who has asked me the question, are you clear now?
Yes, sir. It's clear, sir. It's clear, sir.
Right? This is why we create web elements. Okay. Whenever you perform multiple operations on the same element, it's better to create. So why I am doing this? Because while writing the automation script, in my automation scripts, even though we are using the element only once, still also I'm using web element. Why? Even though I'm using this drop down button click for only one time, I'm creating web element. Why? Because I don't know. Into tomorrow I may again have to, in the coming script I may have to perform again operation on the drop down button. I don't know that. Okay, so it's better approach to create the web element every time, thinking that we may need this drop down button to be perform multiple operations on the drop down in the upcoming script. Okay, with that intention I'm writing this, but without this intention also you can write driver.find element directly .click also you can use. But in real time we create the web element. Why? Because we don't know. Again, we may need this web element to perform other operations. So it's better to write web element for the elements. Okay. Clear now? Why
Yes,
web
sir.
element?
Thanks. Sir.
Yeah, fine. Okay.
Thanks.
Any other questions, guys? Any other questions regarding today's session or in yesterday? Someone wanted to ask me a question in the crash course section. Okay. So some Java related question, I guess. So since there was no time, if you have that question with you, you can ask me.
Around one doubt.
Yeah.
Here you told that implicit wait was global at global level, right?
Yes.
Normally we used to declare the global things at the class level in Java.
No. That Java global is different. This global is different. Okay.
Okay.
Don't mix up that. Okay.
Okay.
This is not a global variable, right? This is a global waiting. Okay.
Okay.
Don't mix that. Okay. This is a global waiting. Where we have to put this line in the framework level, you will understand more. Okay. For now, this is the place. Individual script. If you want to apply global wait, you have to provide before you open the application. Anywhere you can put, but it's the best way to provide it before you open the application URL. That generally people put it here in the third line. Okay. After maximizing, then generally they will put the waiting mechanism. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. But
Arun,
yeah.
whatever we have discussed here, this is for the driver method, correct? So, what if we use the browser option? So, implicit wait will be applicable for that as well.
Browser option means?
Let's say there is a Chrome option.
Which Chrome option? You give me one example so that I can tell you.
Let's say I want to implement the implicit wait, and there is a command like a start Chrome driver, and in argument of that we have passed a new Chrome option.
Okay. You are asking me about Chrome options.
Yeah, Chrome options.
Chrome options we'll cover later. Okay, when the time comes. When you need Chrome options,
No.
I'll cover later.
Okay.
What is the reason for using Chrome options? There are many things for which we have to use Chrome options. Okay. So if you want to disable the notifications, okay, sometimes you'll get pop-up notifications right here when you load the application URL. Okay. So if you want to disable them from coming because they will interrupt your script, right? So for such kind of stuff, we have to disable the notifications. For that, we use Chrome options. For every browser, there is an option. For example, for Chrome, we have Chrome option. For Firefox, we have Firefox options. For Edge, we have Edge options. Okay. So that options related stuff we'll cover later as part of this advanced topics of Selenium. Okay.
Okay.
Sir, one more question asked in interview.
Hmm.
So, as an interviewer asked, suppose if you are writing the code and may have written in the same code implicit wait also and explicit wait also. Okay.
Hmm.
Then how is the wait logic working there? What will happen that time? Which wait will work and how it will work? Can you explain that?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I understand that that question is a complex question because I have been into Selenium Java and Selenium Python, Selenium C Sharp. I got confused a bit now, like what exactly will work for Selenium Java. But there were two answers I got. Like you know, uh, it will add up the time. Okay. If more than 10 seconds, it will take, right? First, it will wait for this implicit wait for 10 seconds and then it will start something kind of answer was there at that time. But let's find it out. But that is a very good question. So what if we use implicit wait? What if we use implicit wait and explicit wait in same script? Is there any time problems? Let's see. You see, it will lead to the unexpected behavior. Okay. If it is not used carefully. And what is that? It will take the cumulative wait time. If you set both an implicit wait and explicit wait, the times can add up. That's what I was saying, right? The time may add up. So you may think that, for example, the element will come in. For example, if we have implicit wait for 10 seconds and then use explicit wait of 10 seconds, it could potentially wait up to 20 seconds before throwing an exception. Okay. So we'll try that out. Shall we try that out? Let's try that out as a doubt, right? It's a good thing to try it out. So here itself, I'll try it. Okay. Both implicit, explicit. I have not covered explicit, but since the doubt has come, I'm covering this. Okay. Tomorrow, anyhow, I'll cover explicit wait. So here also you can see how the explicit wait will be implemented. So we'll do something, guys. Okay. Intentionally, we'll fail a element. Okay. In the script, web driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Web driver is equal to new Chrome driver. So this is a good question. What if we use both implicit and explicit waits together? Okay. Then what will happen? So here I'll say Control Shift O, and I'll say driver dot find element. Sorry, driver dot manage dot window dot maximize driver dot manage dot timeouts dot implicitly wait duration dot half seconds. I'll give 20 seconds here. Okay. And here, here I'll say, I'll create a web element. For example, web element for one of the element here, that is a text area field. I would like to type some text into the text area field. Driver dot find element by dot ID. I think ID is locator is there for the text area field. Here we have ID TA1. Put that ID, put a semicolon here. This is text area field. Is equal to create a web element. Text area field dot send keys of, let's say, I'll type my name here. Motory. Fine, it's all good. But here, what I'm going to do something extra is I'll also use explicit wait. Okay. If you don't know about explicit wait, just treat this as explicit. Already implicit wait is there. Here I have to open the application URL, guys. First of all, driver.get. What is the application URL? This is what is application URL. WebDriver wait is equal to new WebDriver wait. Here both explicit wait is there, implicit wait is going to happen. Driver, comma, duration dot. Don't worry, I'll explain about explicit wait tomorrow. Okay. Half seconds. Then here 20 seconds I'll take. Control Shift O. Then wait dot until expected conditions dot visibility of element located by and I'll take this by.id here and put a semicolon here. Okay. So here I'm implementing both implicit wait for 20 seconds and explicit wait for 20 seconds. Now, if I do a mistake here intentionally, TA1 is a TA1, 2, 3 if I give. So before giving no such element exception, how much time will it take? Before giving no such element exception, how much time it will wait? How much time will it wait, guys? 20 seconds or 40 seconds? Or some mid time? 20 plus some time. What do you think? Let's see. We don't know that, right? Do we have a timer kind of app, stopwatch or app that we can have it here? Stopwatch. Okay, we'll see the stopwatch here. It may be some seconds difference, but because I cannot start it simultaneously, right? I'll run the script first of all. Okay. I'll run the script. First of all, I'll run the script. Let's see. Let the script keep running. After the application page is loaded, immediately I'll click on this. After the application page is loaded, I'll immediately click on this. Okay. I'll just wait for the wage pay. Yeah, I clicked on it. This how much time it is taking to give an exception. I'll just see in the background the exception has come or not. You can see the preview here. So 12 seconds, 14 seconds, because element text area field, nothing has been typed. You see, nothing has been typed into the text area field. You see, exception came. At what time it came? Somewhat around 20 seconds, it looks like, but let me run it again. I was missed somewhere.
20 seconds.
It waited only for 20 seconds?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Then we'll do one thing.
Give 10 implicit and 20 explicit.
No, I'm just thinking of an example, proper example here. Maybe the example is wrong. To get that idea, like to prove that point, we need a perfect example. Okay. Using both implicit and explicit ways in the same script sometimes lead to unexpected behavior, but sometimes it is saying only sometimes, not every time. Particularly not used carefully, here is a breakdown of potential issues, and if you set both an implicit and use explicit wait, the time can add up. For example, if you have an implicit wait of 10 seconds and then use explicit wait of 10 seconds, it could potentially wait up to 20 seconds before throwing an exception, potentially. Depending on how you structure your waits, you might end up with unpredictable behavior. For instance, if an element is present but not visible, an implicit wait might wait for it to become visible, and then explicit wait might wait again, leading to unnecessary waiting time, extra waiting time. Using both waits could lead to redundant wait times, which could slow down your test unnecessarily. Try to use one of the type of the waits consistently to your script. If you are using explicit, then use there usually no need for implicit wait. Using explicit wait for special conditions are more powerful when waiting for that's okay. If you choose to use both, keep the implicit wait at a minimum time. Still, they recommend you to use, okay? Though there is a possibility that there is a mix-up of the time, okay? But still, they're asking you to use with minimum time that is 10 seconds, right? For example, here, implicit wait 5 seconds they have used, and explicit wait 10 seconds they have used. So that time difference will not be that much, okay? It's often a good idea to review and adjust your weights based on the behavior of the application. But hopefully this will not be observed that much, guys, okay? So let's do one thing. I'll put the implicit wait as 5 seconds. Implicit wait as 5 seconds. And I'll click on driver dot find element by dot class name. That is dot click, I'll say. That is drop down button. Where is the drop down button? We'll see. Last time we can see the difference or not doesn't happen, but unexpected behavior is the answer for that question, but we cannot prove it practically sometimes. Okay, we cannot prove that practically because the things are very fast and all those stuff. We cannot prove it, but the answer for that question is unexpected behavior may come. Sometimes the timings may mix up. Apart from this 5 seconds and extra time and all those stuff. Okay, so here I'll use I'll click on this. Click on this and flipkart option will come in some delay. We'll do this as a link text. Driver dot find element by dot link text. I don't know whether we can prove this in the form of script, but I'll just doing my best here. So web driver wait is equal to new web driver wait driver comma duration dot of seconds. I'll give you 10 seconds here, but the element will come in 3 seconds max. Wait dot until expected conditions dot visibility of element located by dot link text. Let's see what will happen. How much time will it wait? I think it will wait only for 3 seconds max, I feel. It will not wait for more time. The moment flipkart option comes, even though there are 2 waiting mechanisms are there, I don't think we'll see a difference here. We'll tweak it a bit. Just wait. The script running. Script started running. Yes. Immediately after the flipkart options, you see it was very fast. We cannot see the difference much. What if I do something like this? I'll say 1 second and here 2 seconds. Will it work? 1 second and 2 seconds. I don't know. This may or may not work. Already we'll wait for 1 second for this, and after that, if it works like the flipkart option comes in 3 seconds generally. Flipkart option comes in 3 seconds. It's not working. It's not working, guys. Okay. So time mixing up is not happening. Timeout exception. Right for okay. So let's say off dot of milliseconds. I'll simply give 2500 milliseconds. Let's see. Let's try out 2.5 seconds. 1 second and 2.5 seconds. Let's see if there is a difference or not. I'm just trying if they are mixing up or not mixing. If they are mixing up, then it should work. But it is unexpected mixing time. We don't know how much time it will be mixing up. We'll try to see. It has not clicked. You already got timeout exception. I'll make it bigger. I'd say 950. Okay, instead of 3 seconds, 2950 milliseconds, almost 3 minutes. Okay, almost 3 minutes I'm giving, but very near. So if there is a mixing up happening, we can get to know. That's the reason I'm giving 2950 here, milliseconds. Yeah, it worked. That means it proves that there is a mixing or not, guys. You see, that proves, right? The mixing is there. Guys, you agree with me? The mixing is there. Here 1 second I told, here 2950. Nowhere 3 seconds are there. But small portion of mixing is there. Right or wrong? Guys, clear with this question?
Yes, sir. It's clear, sir.
Yeah, because I didn't give 3 seconds, but that the option comes in 3 seconds. After 3 seconds, but here 1 second, 2950. This example proves that there is a mixing up of implicit wait and explicit wait, and it is an unexpected behavior. So to overcome the behavior, we have to keep the implicit wait for as minimum as possible. If it is 5 seconds minimum, 5, 10, or in some application, complex applications, we may go to up to 15 maximum. Okay. So there should be some inclination, but not that much. But we can use both together when the implicit wait is just for 10 seconds. If you give, no problem.
Sir, can you give 2 seconds in implicit wait and 1950 in explicit wait?
I didn't get your question.
Yeah, in case of implicit wait, make it 2 seconds, and in explicit wait, make it 1950.
Okay. Here 2 seconds and here 950.
1950.
1950. 1950. Yeah, fine. Okay. 2 and 1950. It's not working. Why? Last time what we gave? Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control. Here 1 we gave, here 50 we gave, right? Here now we are giving 2. If you are giving 2 also, you may have to give 2950 only. That mixing up will happen, some sync will happen here up to 2 seconds and extra 2950. There is a possibility. Not that you have to give 2 means here 2950 only you have to give. Because they are individually they are waiting now. So after this, it will start doing that stuff. Okay. So we cannot be very sure like how this happens internally, but to some extent we have to figure it out. Let's see in this case what happens. I'm not explicitly waiting for 3 seconds, but still it is working. That means there is a mix up. That's only I want to prove, not much. Okay. I want to prove only there is a mixing concept or not, because if there is no mixing concept, it will. Okay, if there is no mixing concept, it has to take this separately. But now there's a mixing concept. Implicit wait is working. Explicit wait is also working together, because of which the flip card option got clicked. That's the point we want to prove. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. And Shashank is asking me a question. As a tester, we get billed to perform system testing. Consider I am an API tester also. For that, what I get to perform API tester, developer provides us build or something else to perform API testing on it. Yes, tester will give you the API documentation, Shashank. Okay, what the tester will give you, he'll give you an API documentation. Some document will be there. In that document, what request you have to trigger, what response you will get, what parameters you have to pass, what response code you will get. Everything tester developer will document and give it to you to perform testing. And then you have to run it on the Postman tool. Yes. Clear,
So they
Shashank?
provide any link also in the document.
In the document, they provide all the requests. The request will be something like this. For example, here, if I right click somewhere and inspect here and go to the network tab, just see in the network tab, if I stop this and just go to the network tab, and if I perform any operation here, where is that coming, guys? Okay, I'll try in my local browser once. I'll go to the network tab, and if I click on drop, okay, I click on this page 1. You see a request is being sent, right? In the network tab. You see, this is the one. This is a request that has been sent. Okay. This request URL, developer will give it to you. Okay. The request URL for this, the developer will, this particular URL, he will give it to you. And the response, he will also give the request method, that is get, that you have to use. All these instructions, the developer have to document this. The URL, request URL, the request method, the response code that should come as a result. Okay, along with that, you have to pass any parameters. Sometimes you have to pass the parameters. If you go to this application, tutorialsninja.com/demo, and if you go to this login page and right click inspect, application will not be there. The visibility of the application will not be there. UI will not be there. So you cannot use the UI for testing. So developer will simply give it documentation, API documentation. Here in the network tab, I'll just enter some email address here and some password here. Click on the login button. A request has been sent, you see. So developer have to give this kind of things. When the UI is not ready, developer will give you, this is a request. You see, there's a post request. We are also posting some information, right? Email address, password. So 302 found is a response code should come when you give the valid credentials. That's what developer will say in the documentation. And along with that, what parameters you have to pass. Email and password are the parameters you have to pass that he will give. So response also, sometimes they may give the response also, okay? The whatever the response that should come, JSON response or XML response, they will give it to you, okay? That's what happens, guys. Clear, Shashank? What the developer will give you?
Sir, after performing API testing, the developer will develop the UI, then we perform system testing.
Yes, correct. System testing doesn't mean that API testing also will come at a system testing only. But without UI, you are performing system testing.
Okay, sir.
You see, developer will perform unit testing, integration testing, right? While he is developing the code. While developers are developing the code, they will perform unit testing and integration testing. After that, they have to give a build version. The build version may not have the UI. In that case, what is the only way to perform testing? APIs. So developer have to give the APIs in the form of document. If you are working in an agile project, directly they will share you the API request URLs, okay, of that particular functionalities, okay? So then once you get that API documentation or API related requests and responses and all that information, right? Simply you will be using Postman tool to run the URIs, okay? You have to verify the payload and output, etc. Yes, after the UI part is ready, that API testing also comes under system testing or not, guys? Guys, API testing comes under system testing or not? You're testing the application as a whole, but UI is not there. That's it. That's the only difference. Once the UI is there, then you are performing using the visual interface, you are performing the testing. That is also system testing. Okay, API testing also is system testing. Clear? Don't think
Yes,
API
sir.
testing unit or integration, it is also system testing.
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine. Any other
Arun,
questions, guys?
Arun, I have one wordless question. In duration class, we have off day method. So, are we use this method practically?
Which method? Duration.
Off days, off days.
Half days we don't use in real time. Only seconds we'll use.
That means it is overloaded method, na?
It's not overloaded method because it has a different name. You cannot say
Okay.
that is a overloaded method. Why? Because overloaded method means off seconds only should be the name for the method. Another method with the same off seconds name should be there. That is overloaded method. Okay. There's another provided in such a way that if you don't want to go with seconds, you want to go with hours or minutes or days, right? They are giving some different methods for that. Okay. It's a different method, not overloaded method. Okay. But we are using off seconds for now. For off seconds, we don't have overloaded methods. Overloaded method may be something like this. For example, string str is equal to, if I give Arun, and here I'll say str dot substring. Substring, if I write, how many methods are coming with the same name? How many methods are coming with the same name with different parameters, etc.? Two methods. So these are called overloaded methods. Now, do you think that off seconds is overloaded method?
No.
No, that's not overloaded method. Methods having the same name with a different number of parameters or different type of parameters, different order of the parameters. Those are called as overloaded methods. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Maybe search method also overloaded method, Nigora. That's correct. if they have the same name with different type of parameters, different number of parameters, different order of parameters, okay, as I explained in Java. So any other questions?
Hello, Arun.
Yes.
There was this program that was posted on a WhatsApp group, and I saw it
Okay.
this afternoon, and I look at it. I actually ran the program, and the answer was 6, but I did not understand why it
You
was
want to
6.
know why it is 6?
Yeah,
You want to know why it is 6?
yeah. Should
Just give me a second.
I re-forward it to the same group, or you find it?
Yeah, I'll find it. Okay, I have seen that program. Someone has posted. Everyone is answering there. I have seen that. Let's see somewhere. This is a program. I guess Mahesh has posted this question, right?
Yeah,
Is a
I
question?
did. Yes, that one. I did
I'll
run it.
explain this program for you. Why the output is coming as 6? Okay. Just see
Okay.
here. You can see the screen now.
Sir, I am not there in this group, sir.
You need to check with Javid then. Okay. Contact
Okay.
Javid, the one who has you paid the amount, right? You contact Javid and get yourself enrolled in this particular WhatsApp group. He'll help you out.
Okay.
Is that fine?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So anyone not part of this batch 1 discussion group, be part, because here also I'm sharing some recordings. Crash course recordings are being shared here only. You see, yesterday I shared the crash course recording in the night. Day 3 recording, Selenium Java crash course, control flow statements. Yesterday's crash course recording is there here. I'm not posting this in Telegram groups, okay? So you have to be fine. Fine. Anyhow, this WhatsApp group is there. Now, if I explain this logic, that will be fine for you, right?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So just observe here, the execution will start from the main method. Now here integer I, here you can use normal primitive data type also. Normal int you can use or integer wrapper class you can use. They're not a big deal. Both are same. But here initializing you are doing it here. You are not doing the initializing here. Initializing you are doing the for loop. Anyhow it is declared. You can both declare and initialize here or only initialize here. That's okay. So the I value is initialized to what? 1. I is now holding 1. Now condition will be checked. 1 less than 6. True or false?
True.
True. Will go inside the for loop. Now one more condition is there. If I greater than 3. 1 greater than 3, true or false?
False.
False. So here, if there is only one statement after the if condition, right? It's optional to put the curly braces. Okay. When there are more than one statements inside the if block, it's compulsory to put the curly braces. But if there is only one statement, then no need to put the curly braces. Clear? So this statement belongs to the if block. But here condition is false or not. 1 greater than 3 is false. So continue statement will be executed or will not be executed?
No, will not be executed.
Will not be executed. So I plus plus will happen. I plus plus will happen. I will become 2. 2 less than 6 is again true, right? Again will go inside the for loop. Now 2 greater than 3. True or false?
False.
False again. Continue statement will not be executed. I plus plus will happen. I will become 3 now. 3 less than 6. True or false? True.
True.
3 greater than 3. False again. This continue statement won't be executed. So I plus plus, I will become 4. 4 less than 6. True again.
True.
If 4 greater than 3 is true this time, continue statement will be executed. But continue statement will only skip the current iteration and will go to the I plus plus directly.
Yeah.
Continue statement got executed, but if any other statements are inside this if block will be skipped, or in this for loop till the end of the for loop will be skipped, and the current iteration will be skipped and move to the I plus plus. I will become 5 now. 5 less than 6. True again. 5 greater than 3. True. Continue statement. From continue directly will go to I plus plus. Okay. Then I become 6. 6 is less than 6. 6 greater than 3. Again true. Continue. 6 less than 6 is false. We'll come out. Once we come out, the moment I become 6, 6 less than 6, and this is condition is false, we'll come out of the for loop, and here the current value of I is what?
6.
6. So 6 is printed. Understood?
Yes. Yeah, I got that. But the confusion I had earlier on was, when it was 4, like 4 greater than 3.
When 4 was there, 4 less than 6
Yeah.
was true. 4
Yeah.
less than 6 was true, and 4 is greater than 3 is true.
Yes.
Since the condition is true, this
So
continuous statement will be executed.
I was actually thinking, because that was true, it's actually going to skip that and then print
It will skip
5
that
and 6.
and go to this part directly.
Okay.
But there is a thing here is that whether this condition I greater than 3 is true or false doesn't matter. No matter you are going to I++ only. Have you observed that?
Yeah.
Whether the condition is true, if for example, if the condition is false, continue statement will not be executed. It will go to the ending of the for loop and again it will go to I++ only, right?
That's right.
In case of, for example, in case of 1 less than 6 is true. So 1 greater than 3 is false. Continue statement has not been executed, but there are no other statements to be run here apart from continue. So continue also has not been executed, but end of the for loop, it went to I++. I became 2 here, 2 less than 6. Condition is false. Continue statement not executed. End of the for loop, again I++ only it will go. Instead of going from here to here, when the condition becomes true, it will go from continue to here directly, but that doesn't make any difference. So simply the value of I is getting incremented like 2, 3, 4, 5 until 6. The moment I becomes 6, 6 less than 6 is false, will come out. The current value of I is 6, so 6 is being printed. The output is 6. Now clear or still confusing?
Yeah, it's clear now. It's clear.
Yeah. So there is no use in this condition actually, whether the condition is true or false. We are ultimately going to I++, and we are not printing anything here. Okay.
Yeah, that is the confusing part of it, because when you look at this I is greater than 3, when it becomes 4, 4 is actually greater than 3. So
Yes,
I
4 greater than 3.
expected that it will terminate here and it will print 5 and 6.
Okay. When it becomes 4, right? So the condition will be satisfied and continue statement will skip the current iteration and go to here I++ and it will become 4 on from 4 to 5 it will become.
5,
okay.
Yeah.
5. Anyhow, 5, then 6. When condition is false, the current value of I is 6, so 6 will be printed no matter what.
So if 4 is come, what will printing, sir?
Yeah.
If it is I is 4, then what will happen?
When I is 4, 4 less than 6 is true, right here?
Yeah.
Then here it will go inside the for loop, 4 greater than 3.
Yeah.
True again. Continue statement will be executed. What is the purpose of the continue statement? It will skip the current iteration. Okay. If there is any other code in this for loop, after this continue statement got executed, that will be skipped. Do you see any code in this for loop after the continue statement?
No, sir.
Inside the for loop? No. So directly it will go to I++ only. Whether the continue statement is getting executed or not executed, it will definitely go to I++. A value of I is getting incremented until it becomes 6. When it becomes 6, 6 less than 6 is false. Then current value of I will be 6. 6 will be printed here outside the for loop.
Okay.
Got it now?
Yes, sir.
Shashank, it's not clear for you? Why it's not printing 1 and 2? It's not clear. Because I is equal to 1. 1 less than 6 is true. It will go inside the for loop. 1 greater than 3 is false. Continue statement won't be executed, but will come to the end of the for loop. And this print statement is outside the for loop. So for loop iterations are not completed. So control will come to I++. I will become 2 now. That's why 1 is not getting printed. Before the value of I get printed as 1, the value of I got incremented to 2. So, okay, 2 less than 6. True again. 2 greater than 3. False. Continue statement is not executed. Will come to the end of the for loop. I++. Before the value of I got printed, the for loop is iterating for the third time. I became 3. So that's why 1 and 2 are not printed. Got it, Shashank? Got it? Why 1 and 2 are not printed here? Directly 6 got printed. Okay? So for loop is iterating until the condition becomes false. This condition should become false. Till then it will keep iterating no matter what. And continue statement will only skip the current iteration. Since there is nothing to skip, anyhow it will go to I++ only. Any doubts? Any questions in this? Anyone not understanding? Still? Hope everyone has run the program and got the output as 6, right? Yes. Okay. Fine. Any other questions? Keep trying this kind of questions, guys. This will help you in, increasing your confidence levels.
But Arun.
Yes.
If we, this print statement, if we put the print statement directly under continue, will it change the flow of the system?
Yeah, that will change. That will change because print statement is outside the for loop. It is behaving like that. If the print statement is inside the for loop, it will be different.
Okay. What will be the outcome then?
You see, if the print statement is there, let's say here, okay, print statement of I is there. What will happen is I is equal to 1, 1 less than 6, true. Will go inside the for loop. 1 greater than 3 is true or false? False. So continue statement will not be executed. So it will not skip the current iteration. So here print statement is there inside, let's say system.out.println I is there. So the value of I 1 will be printed. After that I plus 1 will be printed here. Then I will become 2. 2 less than 6 is true. 2 greater than 3 is false. Continue statement won't be executed. The another print statement system.out.println I 2 will be printed. Then I plus I will become 3. 3 less than 6. 3 less than 6. True again. 3 greater than 3 is false. Continue statement will not be executed. System.out.println I is there. That 3 will be printed. Then I will become 4. 4 less than 6 is true. 4 greater than 3 is true. Continue. Continue will skip this print statement because continue got executed. It will directly go to I plus without that print statement here. So what will happen in that case? I will become 5. 5 less than 6. 5 greater than 3 is true. Again, continue statement. It will not print any I. So it will go to I plus. I will become 6. 6 less than 6 is true. 6 greater than 3 is true. Continue statement will not print the remaining statement because continue will cancel the current iteration, directly move to I plus. I'll become 6. Let's say 6 less than 6 is false. Will come out. Current value of I 6 will be printed. 1, 2, 3, and then 6 will be printed. Clear? Clear with the logic? Program demo. I'll write the program for you. Just see here. Int I is equal to 1. Int I. Okay, like this the program is there. Or else you can write that here also. Int I is equal to 1 also. You can simplify the program like this. Okay. I less than 6. I plus. Then what is there? If I is greater than 3, then break statement. Okay. And continue statement. Sorry. Continue. Okay. Then here I'll write down system.out.println. Inside the for loop only I'm writing this statement. Can you see that? Inside the for loop only I'm writing the statement. 1 minute. Okay. Then here I'll write down system.out.println. I. Here also I'll write. Okay. Clear? The problem here is when I put the I outside, this int I is local to this for loop. So I have to make it global. That's the reason I have to make it outside. Int I is equal to 1. Now the error will not come here. Okay. If it is global, it will not come. Okay. Otherwise, if I declare this I inside the for loop, till the for loop only I can use that I. Now tell me what will happen in this case. Int I is equal to 1. Value of I is what? 1. 1 less than 6. True or false? True. Will go inside the for loop. This is a for loop. Will go inside. If 1 is greater than 3. True or false? 1 is greater than 3. True or false? Tell me, guys. It's false. So will the continue statement will be executed? Will the continue statement will be executed if the condition is false?
No.
Yes or no? No. If it is not executed, the iteration will not be skipped. So it will simply go to the next statement in the for loop. After this if block, it will not execute this continue and it will go to the end of the if block and it will run this code. That is system.out.println I. What is the current value of I? What is the current value of I? when this condition became false and all? 1, right? So 1 will be printed or not? Here 1 will be printed. Everyone agree with me? 1 will be printed here or not? Everyone agree with me? 1 is getting printed? Yes or no? 1 is getting printed or not? Yes, 1 is getting printed. After 1 got printed, I++ will happen. The value of I will be incremented from 1 to 2. 2 less than 6, true or false? 2 less than 6 is true or false?
True.
True. So we'll go inside the for loop for second time. Here, if 2 is current value of I is 2, 2 greater than 3 is true or false?
False.
2 greater than 3 is true or false?
False.
False. So will the continue statement will be executed?
No.
No. Continue statement will not be executed. So it will continue with the the program execution will go forward inside the for loop and system.out.println current value of I is what? 2. So 2 will be printed. Right? After that, control will come to I++. I will become 3 now. 3 less than 6 is true? Yes. We'll go inside the for loop. 3 greater than 3 is true. 3 greater than 3 is true. True or false?
False.
False. False. So will the continue statement will be executed if it is false? No. Then system.out.println I will be running. So 3 will be printed. Till now clear? Then control will go to I++. I will become 4. I will become 4. 4 less than 6, true again. You'll go inside the for loop. 4 greater than 3, true or false?
True.
4 greater than 3, true. We'll go inside the if block. Continue statement will be executed or not? It will be executed. When the continue statement is executed, the current iteration will be cancelled. All these remaining lines of code inside the for loop will not be executed. After the continue statement gets executed, current iteration will be cancelled from wherever it is, and continue will directly jump to I++. Continue will directly jump to I++. Okay? Continue will directly jump to I++. When continue directly jumps to I++, what will happen? I will become how much? 5. When 4 was there, continue statement got executed and directly we came here. 4 got printed here. From continue till I was 3, 3 got printed. When I became 4, 4 less than 6, 4 greater than 3, true. Continue statement got executed. Because of this print statement has not been executed because current iteration got cancelled. So 4 got printed or not? No, without printing 4, continue statement has taken us to I++. So I has become now from 4 to 5. I has become from 4 to 5. Now 5 less than 6 is true. We'll go inside. 5 greater than 3 is true. Again, continue statement got executed. Will 5 will be printed here or continue will directly take me to I++? Will 5 will be printed or continue statement will skip the current iteration and take me to I++?
It will skip and then go back to I++.
I will become 6 now. I will become 6 now. 6 less than 6, true or false? False.
False.
We'll come out of the for loop. Because the ultimate condition is false, we'll come out of the for loop. Now current value of I was what? 6. That I was 6 was printing here. So what will be the output? 1, 2, 3 and 6 will be the output. Clear? Clear with this output? Everyone clear with this program now?
Yes, clear.
Sir, this is not the same question which Mahesh asked.
Yeah, this is not the question, but the question was altered by AB, I guess.
Yes,
what
I
if,
did, yeah.
Sir, what if the print statement is inside the for loop? That was the question that AB has asked. So I just kept the thing. If this print statement is not there, okay, then whatever the question that Mahesh has asked will be the same in this case. In this case, what happens if I comment out this print statement, what will happen? This is a question asked by Mahesh in the WhatsApp group. What will happen in this case? Initially, I is equal to 1. 1 less than 6 is true. You'll go inside the for loop. 1 greater than 3 is false. It will not run the continue statement. It will go with the next state. Is there any other statement here to be run in the for loop?
No.
After the if block? No. So ultimately it will go to I++. Will anything will be printed? 1 will be printed here. You see, 1 greater than 3 is false. But is there anything to print I value here inside the for loop? No. So 2 will become, I will become 2. 2 less than 6. True again. 2 greater than 3. False again. Continue statement will not be executed. but doesn't mean that there is nothing here. Still it will go to I plus plus. I will become 3. 3 less than 6. True again. 3 greater than 3 is false. Will not run the continue statement. Since there is no other statement to be executed here, control ultimately will go to I plus plus without printing anything. I will become 4. 4 less than 6 is true. 4 greater than 3 is true. Continue statement will be executed. Here continue will directly go to I plus plus. I will become 5. 5 less than 6. 5 greater than 3. True again. Continue statement will directly take to I plus plus. I will become 6. 6 less than 6 is false. Will go out of the for loop. Current value of I when this condition became false is 6. Will come out of the for loop. And when you are printing I, 6 will be printed. Output will be only 6. Got it?
Got it, sir.
This is what Mahesh asked. Whatever AB asked is, what if I put this print statement inside the for loop along with the continue statement? Okay. In that case, that different result will come. If I comment this print statement here, I'll get only 6 printed. This is the output for the Mahesh. Done? Everyone able to do it? Will be able to understand it?
Yes, sir.
For this program? Yeah, fine. Great. So keep practicing, guys. That's okay. Okay to learn the stuff. Okay. In this manner, there will be some tricky questions like this. We have to think much and answer. Okay. So don't answer it so fast. Try to run it. Try to see what is going on step by step and then answer it. Okay. Rather than just looking at the code and saying 1, 2, 3 will be printed. It should not be like that. Okay. If you know the basics of continue, you'll be able to understand. Okay. How this is happening and all. There are no print statements inside the for loop. Whether it's continue or without continue doesn't matter also basically. Okay, it doesn't matter also. There's no use of putting a continue here. They want to trick it, so they have put continue here. Okay, but ultimately 6 will be printed. Simply if I comment this part also, you'll get the same output. Simply if I comment this part also, if there is nothing inside the for loop, if I run this, still what will be printed? 6 will be printed. Got it, guys? Still 6 will be printed. They want to trick you, so they added continue statement there. Int I is equal to 1, 1 less than 6 is true, will go inside for loop. There is nothing to be printed. I plus plus, I will become 2, 2 less than 6 is true, will go inside. Then 3, 3 less than 6, nothing to be printed. I becomes 4, 4 less than 6, nothing to be printed. I becomes 5, 5 less than 6, will go inside for loop, nothing to be printed. I become 6, 6 less than 6 is false. Go out of the for loop. Current value of I is 6. Now here again, outside the for loop, we are printing I. Value of I is, current value of I is 6, so 6 will be printed. Got it? Without continue also, same thing is coming. That's what they try to trick you. Anyone have any other questions, guys? Anyone have any other questions here? In this case, you can ask me. I think that will be fine for today. We'll stop because it's already 9:12. So we'll continue with tomorrow's session. Okay. Where we'll continue with the waiting mechanism concept. That is explicit waiting mechanism concept. We'll start tomorrow, guys. Bye, everyone. See you tomorrow. See you in the evening where we have a crash course at 8 p.m. The people who join in between, join the 8 p.m. crash course, okay? At 8 p.m. Fine? So after 8 p.m., tomorrow you can join at 7 a.m. Okay? Bye, everyone. See you.